Hey guys, this is a continuation of lesson 71. I made a mistake in that equation where I didn't use 2/3, I just used 2, but I also found another mistake, well, two mistakes. First of all, I had lesson 70 written up there the whole time. It was lesson 71. And also, I didn't finish the lesson. We didn't do the second example, 71-2 at the bottom of the page. So let's get that out of the way because there's some important information you need to know there. Okay? First of all, when we plug these numbers into the quadratic formula, they all have to be on the same side. When we complete the square, we always get that 28 away from the x's. Not in this instance. Well, if we're going to use the quadratic formula, they all must be on the same side. So we bring this 3x over where it becomes negative 3x. We bring this 28 over where it becomes minus 28 equals 0. We're now set up to solve for the quadratic formula. The coefficient of x squared is 1, so that is the letter a. If it had been some number like 4, then we would say a equals 4. We would not divide by 4 unless we were going to go complete the square, that long, tedious process. All right? We're not going to do that. X squared, x equals 1, or a equals 1, excuse me. B is not just 3, B is negative 3. C is not just 28, it is negative 28. And now we're going to plug those numbers into that formula. I won't sing for you again, you can thank me later, but it is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Very important formula. You'll use it a lot in later math. All right? So, we're going to go the opposite of b, negative b. B is already negative 3, so it's going to be the opposite of negative 3, or positive 3. Plus or minus the square root of b squared. What's negative 3 times negative 3? That's 9. That's one of the few ones that I won't show what I actually do. I usually just do that one in my head. But I do write minus 4 times 1 times negative 28. All over 2a times 1. Well, that one's going to be easy. All right? So this will give me 3 plus or minus 9, and it's a negative and a negative here. So it will be plus, oh, I forgot my square root sign. That's kind of important. 4 times 28, that's 80, and another 32, that's 112. All over 2. That will give me 3 plus or minus the square root of 121 all over 2. Am I right? I'm checking my work. That's going to come out with a very, very nice number. Yes, it is. Great. So, 3 plus or minus the square root of 121. That's 3 plus or minus the square root of 121 is 11 over 2. Two answers that we're going to get. We're going to get 3 plus 11 over 2. That's 14 over 2. That's 7. And 3 minus 11 over 2. That's negative 8 over 2. Negative 4. You know what that tells me? The fact that I got 7 and negative 4 tells me that this was a factorable expression from the beginning. I could have gone x squared minus 3x minus 28 equals 0. What are the factors of 28 that subtract to give me 3? Well, let's see. There's 1 and 28. There's 2 and 14. 3, no, 4 and 7, 5, 6, okay. Oh, 4 times 7 is 28, and 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So I could have said x minus 4, x minus 7. Okay, what's the other thing? This minus tells me that one of them is plus, one of them is minus. It's either plus 4 minus 7, or it's minus 4 plus 7. I don't know if I said the same thing there. We need our larger number to be negative, That's negative 7. That becomes x plus 4. X plus 4 equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0. Add 7, add 7. X equals 7. Subtract 4, subtract 4. X equals negative 4. Same answers we got over here, 7 and negative 4. Now, if you had seen this and said, oh, I can factor that, great, factor it. Factor is always works well. If you like pain and suffering, go ahead and complete the square and do all that. If you can't factor it or you can't figure it out and you don't like completing the square, you can use the quadratic formula. You still have to do some work. I mean, it's life, it's work. But it's not, you don't have to go complete the square and go through all those steps. You just have to plug in the numbers as they are. Okay, that's the second half of 71. Sorry I missed that earlier. Have fun. See ya.